Hello. I'm gonna wait a couple seconds here before I get started. I'm gonna talk about the Muslim issue again. I want to make sure I get a couple things straight. I had a few people private message me about my last video talking about Muslims coming to America. Now, many years, I guess maybe 20 years ago, I have had Muslim friends, and we came really close. And even then, they had issues where Muslims were strapping bombs to themselves and they were killing people. And because I became good friends with some of these Muslims, I asked them questions, why do they do it? And they said because at the time, the Muslims I was talking to, they said that they were crazy, but I'm subject to believe they were just telling me that because they thought that's what they should tell me. And when I asked them how did they feel about it, they said they were crazy, we shouldn't do that. They said the Quran doesn't teach us to do that. But I never at any time heard them come out and they speak against it, said that they shouldn't do it. So what I want to get clear here, when I had a conversation with a couple of people, they private messaged me saying, and I'm not going to say any names because I want to keep their privacy to themselves, which I would do that for anyone who sends me a private message. It stays private, okay? And I don't mind people questioning my beliefs or whatever. But they said because I'm a Christian, that I should be willing to let these people come into America. And what would Jesus do? They said Jesus would be marching with these people. The problem is, ISIS has already made it clear that they're going to infiltrate the refugees once they start coming to America. And how do you know who is an ISIS supporter and who's not? Just like I said, when I first started the video, when you ask them, they're going to tell you what you want to hear. And I'm really I'm not going to let it I'm not going to let it frustrate me. But the problem is that these liberals, like I said before in many videos, that the liberals, they want to destroy America. And because Trump is now the president, this is another way that they can do it. So by bringing a whole bunch of noise to something that Obama did multiple times in his 8 years from the same countries that Trump is preventing these people from coming from these Muslim countries, now all of a sudden it's a problem. And see, the reason why the liberal left media is promoting it as a problem because they want to create hysteria. They want Muslims to get upset and start doing stuff. Because think about it. When liberals go out and they riot, they tear up vehicles, they tear up businesses, they tear up America, they're not doing enough because nothing changed. All they're doing is just getting it off their chest. They're out there acting like little babies, having tantrums. They want Muslims to get upset. Now, if anyone who is Muslim that is watching this, I'm pleading to you, please don't fall for this. Trump is not banning Muslims. He is banning people from certain countries that want to harm America. Nowhere did he say if you're Muslim, you need to report to the airport so you can get out of America. No one's going to stop you from leaving. But Trump is not doing that. The liberal left media is lying. They're lying. They are lying. They are putting out this false fake news repeatedly. They're trying to get people to understand. They're trying to get people to believe their agenda. So in order to get people to believe a certain agenda, you got to keep repeating it. Trump is banning Muslims. Trump is banning Muslims. Trump is banning Muslims, which is not true. So, like I was saying a minute ago, they're questioning my faith about me being a Christian. In order for us to help anybody, we need to get America in order. Someone sent me an article showing that for every single refugee that we bring into the United States, the United States taxpayers pay roughly $62,000 per refugee. That is just to get them here. That is just to get them started. $62,000 or $64,000. How many of you could use $64,000 just to get started here in America? How many of you have received $64,000 just to get started in America? Because you know they're not going to pay it back. Seriously? There's no way I'm vetting these people. They're not coming with any credentials. They're going to set them up a bank account. They're going to give them taxpayer money. But we have vets. We have people that are homeless. We're not even taking care of America, but yet we're going to bring a whole bunch of people here. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm for helping people. And if we need to help them, we need to help them as much as we can, but there's no reason why we can't help them at their home. If they want change, they will do it at home. Let me give you an example. Let's say we wake up tomorrow and there's tyranny in America. They've done something, God forbid, they've done something to Trump. And we have tyranny tomorrow. The Second Amendment kicks into place. That's why we can form militias. It's in the Constitution. That's the very reason why we have it. Now, if these people want change in their country, who's going to do it for them? They can't. So if it happens here in America, we can't call Mexico and say, hey, come to America and fix this for us. No, it's we the people that has to fix it. So it's the very same thing for the people in their countries. They need to fix it. Because running from the problem is not going to fix it. All that's going to happen is that the problem is going to move from there, Syria, these other countries that are having issues, the problem's going to move from there to here. That's all it's going to do. And that's the very same thing the liberals want to take place. That is the very thing they want to take place. They want the chaos happening there to happen here. Main reason, because Trump is president. They would have done it with Hillary as president. They would just brought it in, and then the refugees and the ISIS would just came in and just laid low until the time was right. But here Trump is trying to protect us, trying to stop this craziness. People, wake up. This is not a game. This is not something you just turn on the channel and watch TV. They are doing this for real. And I'm gonna ask one question here. How many people from different nationalities, different religions, different cultures are strapping bombs to themselves to blow up people? How many? How many? Do you see any Asians doing it? I'm in California, and there's a lot of Mexicans here that do not like Trump. But I guarantee these Mexicans are not going to strap bombs. They're not going to put bombs on their children and have them go out and blow somebody up. They're not going to do it. How many different nationalities, different religions, different cultures go into a nightclub and shoot up gay people because they don't like their lifestyle and because they're mad about what the United States is doing in their country? If I was Trump, I would just pull every single troop out of the country and let them deal with it and then see how quick they start crying in. Pull them out. If they're gonna try to send a Trojan horse to America, pull them out. We don't have no reason to be there. Pull them out. If they want the chaos and they say it's America's fault, pull them out. And you bring these Muslims here to America, and I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. They're gonna bring multiple Muslims here. And these liberals are going to bring multiple Muslims here, and what's going to happen is that these Muslims are going to be upset because what happened in their country because of Hillary Clinton and Obama sent weapons to ISIS. It's no secret. They sent these weapons to them so they can create the chaos in their country. Now they want it here. So when they bring these Muslims here, not all of them, don't mind you, there are some peaceful Muslims. Like I said, I've had many friends with Muslims in the past. When they didn't have all this craziness. This was 20 years ago. They didn't do anything to me then. And I don't suspect they'll do anything to me now. I'm not hating on them. But there are a few, and we all know it's true, that if you bring them here, the first thing they're going to say is that, look what you did to my country. I'm taking revenge on you. Allah Akbar. That's Allah Akbar. Jihad. That's exactly what they're going to be saying before they start killing people in America. If anyone doesn't understand, they need to ask Israel why they don't allow people just to walk across the border, why they have strong security at their airports, why they don't let certain Muslims from certain countries just walk on in. This is not a game. I don't understand. It's like people think we're watching a cartoon show or this is like an episode of The Simpsons. It's like we see the reality, but we don't want to acknowledge it. What is wrong with these people? What is wrong with the people in America? What is wrong with these liberals? These liberals think just open the borders. Let them all come in. They'll be peaceful. They'll just love. They'll just love. Are you crazy? They don't have that on their mind. They want to change America. They want to change the world. The first thing for them will be Sharia law. For them, Sharia law is above the Constitution. They're not going to come to America and adhere to American laws because they're going to follow Sharia law. And if Sharia law doesn't comply with the Constitution, they're not going to follow the Constitution. And these liberals don't get it. They think they're going to come here and it's going to be all nice and kosher, kumbaya. It's not going to happen. They are going to kill you. They are going to kill you. That will be the end results. We can't let this happen. We cannot let this happen. And I see all these people going out here rioting, going to airports and they're rioting, trying to say, Trump this, Trump that. They are lying. Trump is not kicking anyone out. If they were already on the airplane on the way over here, they landed. They're probably in a hotel somewhere right now. We have to do something. And Trump is not saying the ban is permanent. At least I haven't read that the ban is permanent. We need to figure out we need to find a way to figure out if people are actually coming to America to try to hurt us. Right now, America is the greatest country on the planet. That's why everyone wants to come here. It is the greatest greatest country on the planet. And I don't know about you, but I want to keep it that way. We finally got rid of Obama. We can start talking about Christ again. Hopefully we can move it to where we can start praying in schools again. People do better when we have a moral country. All this craziness. And another thing, when the Women March was going on, Michelle Obama went out there and said, when they go low, we go high. So they put a vagina on top of their head. Is that them going high? So they took it from low and put it up? I mean, are you kidding me? It's like the mind of these liberals have just lost it. It doesn't make any sense. And then people talking about, well, you're not showing love. You're not showing love. They're not going to be showing love when they behead you. Is that how you perceive love? Because when they cut your head off, when they strap a bomb to themselves. Another example, they're going to take a big rig and they're going to run it through anybody having a celebration. They could be just having little kids, been having a birthday party, and they're going to run everybody over. Are you out of your mind? When are you going to get it through your thick skulls that they do not care about America? They want to destroy America. To me, look how they're doing in Europe. And if you look at the liberal media, they do not talk about it. I saw an article where Sweden, if I'm not mistaken, Sweden is like the #1 capital rape in the middle rape zone in Europe right now. Why is that? Because of the refugees that came. And then if you go out and you speak against it, you're a xenophobic. Are you kidding me? People need to wake up. This is not a game. I don't know how many times I have to say that. These liberals think, oh, we just need to be nice to them. Be nice to them. They'll be nice to us as they're cutting off your head because you're not following Sharia law. Liberals are stupid. Completely stupid. And they're trying to create this hysteria telling Muslims that you're going to have to leave the country. Be honest with you, liberal left media keeps saying it's going to backfire on them just like it did Hillary Clinton lying to us about the polls. They're going to say, you need to leave the country. So maybe they're going to start packing and get out. It's about time we need to wake up. I get sick and tired of seeing all of these liberals talking about we need peace, we need love, we need to fight Trump. They're not coming with any solutions. The year is 2017 and we're bickering and fighting over BS. It's almost like time for talk is over. Now, I've said it before, we don't need to be violent. We need to march. We need to show our presence. If these liberals can go out here and they can march and they just make a whole bunch of noise, we need to show what we can do. I'm seriously wanting to get a march. Now, I've had multiple people approach me about doing a march for this and doing a march for that. I'm not sure exactly which one I want to participate. I can't do all of them. There's no way I can do all of them. But I like to do some of them because I want to go out. I want to speak to more people. I want to do more. I have to do more. But I can't stand these liberals lying constantly. Knowing good and well, Trump has not said that if you're a Muslim, you need to get out the country. But yet, if you turn on the liberal media outlets, that's exactly what they're promoting. Enough is enough. This is not a game. This is life and death we're talking about. And that's the very reason why I'm speaking out. For me, America comes first. We need to take care of America. We need to get everybody in order here. We need more jobs here. We need that before we can move on to help anyone else. When you're on an airplane and it's getting ready to go down, they tell you, put your mask on, and then you help the person next to you. Liberals want to put the mask on everyone else first, and then you're going to choke. Then you can't help anybody while you're struggling trying to help them. We're going to struggle trying to help everyone else. So if you think about it, if someone has a calculator, put the number in the chat, please. If you take I think Hillary wants to bring 179,000 immigrants times 64,000, how much is that? That was just before the end of 2017, but they wanted to bring more than that. There are millions of Muslims they want to bring. At some point, we need to wake up to this craziness. They're not going to stop. So like I said, I want to do a march. I want to go out, and you know what? I want to do a march, and I want to do a march where it's completely peaceful, to where we make a lot of noise. Martin Luther King, when he marched, he wasn't burning buildings. He wasn't burning vehicles. He wasn't hurting people. He wasn't shooting at people. And he spoke against that. And look what he did. Look at the change today because of Martin Luther King, and I give Martin Luther King a lot of credit. Next to God. Black people, I get to talk to other people. And I have a lot of white people on my Facebook, and I love it because I don't see white people, I see God's people. But I'm so sick of the liberal left media lying. They're trying to figure out different ways that they can hurt Trump, hurt his presidency, instead of trying to figure out how we can do what we can do to make America better. That was his whole thing, make America great. Looks like my video went out. I can't see anything. I don't know if anyone can still hear me. Can you hear me? Can you see me? I might have to end it. My video went out. That's very strange. I've never had this happen. Wow, I've never had this. So you see the purple too? That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. My battery is charged on my phone. This is crazy. Let me try something. Oh, there we go. Ah, can everyone see my ugly mug now? Nice. Okay. Yeah, I think so. I don't care. I don't care if the evil one is mad. My goal is to do whatever it is Christ wants me to do. And I feel that he's pushing me to talk out. Like I was saying, I want to do a march, but I'm not sure which one I need to participate in. I've seen some people say they have a march here, march there, and I've had a lot of people tell me, say, hey, this one is not real, that one's fraudulent. You need to. So I'm trying to do as much research on them as I can, because before I go out here and tell everyone, say, hey, join into this. Not that I have 1 million people listening to me, but I want to do the right one. I want to join the right one. I want to help the right one that's going to actually do something. And I'm not saying that you're the one that, if you're watching this, and I'm not saying that the one you're participating in is not. I just don't know. And you have to understand, because there's so many people out here. These liberals, they fake stuff, and then you end up donating to them, and then you've donated money to a lost cause. So I want to join a march. Maybe I'll just start one myself, and you know what? And I'll just go out there and march by myself if I have to. And I'll just do a live video saying I'm marching. Because I'm in California, and there's not too many people here that have conservative views. But we need to come together. My whole point is unite America. And if we do unite and fight against this craziness, we're no longer going to have America. At some point, people are going to have to wake up to that. It's not going to be nice. Okay. I'm going to get off of here. If you guys, like I said, I want to do a march. And I just, I need help on that, because I don't know which one that I want to do. And whichever, if multiple people are pinging me saying, hey, we're doing this one, it's going to be in California. Anyone that I participate in, because I don't have the means to just hop on the airplane and fly to some place and join the march, even though I would like to. Maybe one day I can get a sponsor or something. But right now I can't. So right now is the time I need to do this. The time for talking about it is over. I need to do this now. So maybe in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to try to connect with some people and see if we can organize one here. I'm frustrated the way liberals are trying to take the direction of this country. And they're mad because Hillary lost after trying to steal it. And what's going to really hurt these liberals, if they try to get Trump to actually do an investigation into the voter fraud, they're going to find out exactly how many dead people voted, how many illegals voted, and it's going to hurt the Democrats. So they can keep asking for it. Sometimes they say, be careful what you ask for. It's the same thing where, like, these liberals keep trying to bring these Muslims over here. Be careful what you ask for, because it will hit you where the sun don't shine. It will hit you, and you're going to be wondering what happened. I thought they were going to love us. Muslims don't like gay people, liberals. They hate them. They want to throw them off of buildings. But for some reason, you can't wrap that around your mind. Okay, I'm going to get off of here. Hey, I love you guys. For me, I'm America first. I have to do what I can for who I am. I'm a simple person who's just speaking out, speaking my mind. I love God. I love God's people in America. We together, we're very strong. We are very strong. And it dawned on me when I started doing these videos exactly how strong we are. With Christ, we're so strong, it's unbelievable. We don't even see it. We need to come together and start doing this. And I'm talking about all nationalities. I get tired of these liberals talking about they're the party of diversity. That's a complete lie, because they don't want to have anything to do with me. Liberals, when they talk to me, for the most part, they hate me. They hate to hear what I have to say. So I'm going to try to do one. I'm gonna try to figure out, try to get one here within a couple weeks if possible. I can't make any promises on it, but I'm gonna try to organize a march here in California, probably Sacramento. I'm not sure Oakland because I don't want people to get hurt. I think Sacramento might be a little bit safer. I'm hoping. Oakland, there's too many hardcore liberals there that want to hurt people. Liberals are the ones who want to hurt people. You don't see conservatives going out here. The March for Life that they just had, did you hear any vehicles getting destroyed? Did you see any buildings getting destroyed? Did you see anybody getting trampled, getting stomped on? No, you didn't. And the liberal media didn't even want to talk about the right for life march. They didn't want to talk about it at all. I'm so frustrated with these liberals. They're not doing anything for us. They're sucking up air that someone else could benefit from. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying we need to hurt them, because they are God's people. They're just lost. I don't hate the people, but I hate the liberal sin. To me, being a liberal is a sin, and a lot of people like it. Being a liberal is a sin, just like being homosexual is a sin. Being a drug addict is a sin. Being a murderer is a sin. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to rant for so long. It's just I'm so frustrated. And I know if I'm frustrated, there's so many other Americans that are frustrated too. I know I'm not alone. I'm just, you know, I don't want to get angry about it. I don't think Christ intended for us to be angry about this stuff. But we need to do something. We can't sit back. We can't expect. Okay, let me give you one example of what I'm talking about, and then I promise I'll get off of here. If you don't have let's say you don't have a job, and you sit there and pray every day, and you're just sitting on the couch and you never get off the couch to go out and try to get a job, you're not going to get a job. When we pray, we still have to do our part. We still have to do our part. It's that simple. We still have to do our part. I don't know how to make any. I don't know how else to say it other than that. I mean, it's truly that simple. We still have to do our part, and it's the same thing with this. We have to do our part. Okay, I'm getting off of here. Hey, I love you guys. God bless you. America first. We are in America. If you're not in America and you're an American and you understand, or if you were in, I have talked to people in the UK, I've talked to people in Australia, I've talked to people in various places overseas even, and they tell me how crazy it is over there. I can't believe how many people I talk to across the world, across the planet. It's almost like I'm reaching all these people, and I like to think I'm reaching all these people for the glory of God. And yes, in the name of Jesus. You liberals don't like it, do you? In the name of Jesus. That's power, because it hurts you to hear it. And if I'm going to hurt you by saying in the name of Jesus, I'm going to repeat it. Because I love God's people. It's God people, America, together. We make up the body of Christ. You want to hurt my people, God's people, you have a problem with me. I'm going to do my part. Hey, everybody, be safe. Like I said, I'm going to try to get a march here within the next, I know 3 weeks is probably pushing it, but I'll give it 1 month. 1 month from today. Even if I have to go out there and do it by myself, I'm going to walk somewhere and I'm going to march. And I'll just do it live and say, here I'm marching, and I'll make a sign. Say, I'm marching for America. Unite America. Hey, love you guys. I'm out for real. Peace. Be safe, okay? We need to be strong.